Hi, welcome for our RTL online trainings. In our previous session, we have discussed how to create purchase order, how to receive the goods from suppliers into our inventory organization. And we have also discussed how to update the quantity. So means like received transactions, purchase order transactions. In this session, we are going to talk about how to create an invoice. Let me open this. Account payables roles, first we will attach. We are going to attach account payables roles to the user. And then we are going to assign the data access to the user. And after that, we will discuss how to create an invoice for the purchase order. How to create an invoice for the purchase orders. Let's log into the applications here. Subscribe for this YouTube channel to get our latest Oracle Cloud trainings, placements, and also the freelancing works. And whatever the features Oracle is providing every quarter, you will be getting from through this particular channel here. It is. Okay. And if anybody is looking for a placement and interview support, job support, please contact through this channel. And you will find our number here. This is going to be our number. Please contact this number through WhatsApp. Okay. So let me take this first security console. Let's log into the applications. I'm going to assign account payables. So we have already seen what is the PO number in our previous part 3. This is our purchase order number, right? Let me go for assign account payables. Go to navigator, go to security console, tools menu, security console. Go to users tab here. We are searching for our user. Let's go for add account payables roles to this user. Accounts payable roles we have. Let's go for edit account payable manager. Accounts payable manager. Accounts payable specialist. Accounts payable supervisor. And then go for provide the data access. After we add the roles to the user, we are supposed to provide the data access for user. For account payables, we will be assigning the data access from here. Let's go to setup and maintenance. We will be assigning from here it is. We will go to FSM environment. Either we can go to financials or we can go to procurement. Here we can provide data access. Manage data access for users. Select username here. Accounts payable manager. For account payable also, data access is business unit. Select second role, accounts payable specialist. Select US1 business unit here. Then third role we are going to select accounts payable super user, assign business unit. Go for save and close. So this is how we are going to assign this data access to the user. So we have assigned account payables roles, and then we have assigned data access for user. Let's go to initial users functional area and submit this LDAP process. It's going to synchronize the user and roles information. Both it's going to synchronize here. And it's showing us one or more requests are currently pending. No problem. We can wait for some time, and after that we can go for submit. Takes a couple of minutes time. Now we can log into our user, go to navigator. We can find this payables and go to invoices area. Once we go to invoices area, go to task list, and we are going to create an invoice for our purchase order. So in our previous part, we have already discussed, right? The purchase order number is this. Go to create invoice option. Whenever we want to create an invoice, there are different types of invoices. We can find standard invoice, prepayment, debit memo, credit memo, retainage release, withholding tax invoices, recurring invoices. There are different types of invoices in account payables. At this point of time, we are creating the invoice based on the purchase order, right? So give the PO number here. We are going to give the purchase order number here. And after we provide the PO number, see the system has retrieved automatically supplier site legal entity, because this PO is already having this information, and we have already created the PO, and we have already received the goods from supplier into our inventory, right? Now I'm going to mention the invoice number PO INV 88, and the amount I'm going to specify, it comes around PO amount, let's say 2000, and we can go for map here. So go to matching invoice lines. We'll come to know the amount also here. So check this checkbox. We'll come to know how much quantity, 100 and 5, total $500. Let's go for press OK. So amount is $500. Let's go for save the invoice. In account payables module, whenever we create any invoice, we have to perform 3 actions. One is validate the invoice. After that, if approval is enabled, we have to go with approval. If not, we can directly go to the third step, that is create accounts and transfer those accounts to general ledger. Now I'm going to validate the invoice. Whenever we go for validate invoice, system is going to verify the information, whatever we have entered in this particular page. Now it's showing needs revalidation. This invoice need revalidation. There is some problem in the information what you have entered. How many reasons are there for validating this invoice issues? Nothing but what are the holds? We'll find invoice holds. System hold is there. There is only one hold. Total of your invoice line does not equal to the purchase order amount, because the tax is calculated by the system. Either you can enter the tax amount also here. If you would like to go for enter total 547.50, if you want to apply with this, then go for mention here, save the invoice. Now we'll go for validate the invoice again. Now the invoice has been validated successfully. After validating the invoice, if the approvals are required, then we can go with approvals. How to find approvals are required or not? Go to validated status here. It will be showing you if the approvals are required, here it will find. But anyway, right now it's not required. We can directly go for accounting. Directly we are going to create accounts. Go to create accounts in draft. So accounts can be created in draft. In case if you want to go for permanently transfer this accounts to the GL, go to post to ledger. Let's go to post ledger here. We can view accounting transactions here. We'll find both the account payables, debit and credits. All this accounting information we can find in the general ledger. If we want to view this accounting information in general ledger, we must have the access to first GL module. This user need access to general ledger module. So we have to assign GL roles, and then we have to assign the data access to the user. Then only user will be able to see this accounting information in the general ledger. Okay, let's log out from here. First, we are going to add the GL roles to the current user. Go to Navigator, Security Console, search for user here. I'm going to add GL roles. There are 2 roles. There are more roles also in general ledger, but we required at this point, at this time of general accounting, we need just general accountant and accounting manager. We need accounting manager. 2 roles, and we are supposed to assign the data access for the user. That's what we are going to assign the ledger. We are going to assign this ledgers to the user. So let's go to setup and maintenance. Financials, data access, manage data access for users. And I'm going to assign primary ledger. So username is PO user, role name general accounting, general accountant. Here we can find data access set, nothing but our ledger. So go to US primary ledger. General accounting manager. Let me cross check. Choose accounting manager. Data access set. Assign this ledger. So once we assign the data access, as per the procedure, we are supposed to provide the LDAP process submission. So go to initial users, run users and roles synchronization process. Submit. The request has been submitted successfully. Let's log out from this user and log in with our user to access the GL module. Now we can go for general accounting and go to journals tab. Now data access set, it will take some time to get into this application here. Okay. What we can do is we need to wait for some time. Now go for again, after some time you will be able to find your journals here. Go to journals tab. If there are multiple ledgers are associated for the same user, we are supposed to select our ledger, whatever the ledger we are using. So we are using US primary ledger, right? Select this. Once we select US primary ledger, then go for press OK. And then we'll be able to find all our accounts. Here I want to search the accounts which we have transferred to GL from account payables. So we have to choose the period, accounting period. It's July 22. That's fine. How about the source? Source is nothing but from where this accounts has been transferred. We transferred from account payables module, right? So we have to choose this source name as payables. Go to this payables, we'll be able to find here. Click search button. Now we can find all this purchase invoices. This is invoice accounts, whatever we have transferred. This is about our invoice 574.50. That's what the accounts purchase invoice we have transferred just now from purchase order to account payables. Okay. So in this session, we discussed how we can go for transfer this accounts from invoices to GL module. We talked about invoices. Let me go for payables here. Invoices, search for the invoice which we have created. Manage invoices. Invoice number. This is the invoice we have created, and we'll find corresponding purchase order number. So this is our part 4. So here we have seen the invoice options and other information here. In the next session, last part 5, we'll discuss how to make the payment for this invoice and then how we can transfer this payment accounts to GL. Okay, thank you. And please subscribe to our YouTube channel to get more information about Oracle related information. Just you have to go to youtube.com, search with RTL online training. You'll be able to find. Thank you.